Prime Minister orders review of all major hotel constructions on the North Coast and expands technical team to investigate Royalton collapse. I'm Lorraine Mendez with Jamaica House Weekly. Prime Minister Holness has ordered an investigation into all major construction projects on the North Coast to determine whether they are in keeping with the approved regulatory standards. The decision came last week following the collapse of a section of the Blue Diamond Royalton Negril, which was under construction. A number of workers were injured in the accident and have since received treatment. In response, the Prime Minister said government would examine its internal capabilities to ensure it's properly equipped to supervise large construction projects. Mr. Holness pointed out that as part of its growth strategy, the administration was preparing for increased construction in the hotel and other sectors. But he insisted that a balance must be struck between expeditious project completion and adherence to all approved standards, including the safety of workers, the public, and eventual hotel users. That announcement came at the same time that the Prime Minister indicated he was expanding a 3-member committee established earlier in the week to review the Royalton collapse. The committee has been expanded to include representatives from the Office of the Prime Minister, Ministries of Local Government and Labour and Social Security, the National Works Agency, and the National Environment and Planning Agency. They are charged with both investigating the Royalton incident as well as all other major construction projects on the North Coast. A report is expected later this week. Prime Minister Andrew Holness led the nation's Observance of Children's Day on Friday, encouraging persons to provide love, care and attention to the country's youngest. He emphasized that as future leaders who will play a pivotal role in national development, Jamaica's children needed to be educated, protected and nurtured to achieve their greatest potential. In keeping with his own urgings, the Prime Minister made a special donation last week. Amadi Williams of Browns Hall Primary School in St. Catherine was invited to Jamaica House after he wrote a letter to the Prime Minister with his suggestions for preventing underage drinking. Amadi was accompanied by his mother, grandmother and little brother. Mr. Holness was impressed by the young man's confidence and determination and presented him and his brother with a computer tablet to help with their studies.
Every child should have one of these. Not to play games. You play games on them, yes. But they help you do your schoolwork, right?
Yes, sir.
Prime Minister Holness encouraged Amadi, who wants to be a pilot, to work hard and follow his dream.
Personally, I'm going to help him to make sure that he's able to go to school.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness also made time last week for the 2015 and 2016 winners of the Rita Marley Public Speaking Foundation, offering them words of encouragement and advice. 2015 winner Zandre Mohan Singh of Glenmere High School is an aspiring medical doctor, while 2016 winner Bobby Francis of York Castle High wants to be a constitutional lawyer or politician. The Prime Minister congratulated them and said he was very pleased to see boys excelling in this field that was dominated by girls. The Prime Minister welcomed other visitors to Jamaica House last week. On Tuesday, he met with President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, the Right Honourable Sir Charles M. Dennis Byron. Then on Friday, he met with Premier of the Turks and Caicos Islands, Dr. Rufus Ewing. That discussion looked at ways to improve cooperation and trade relations between the Turks and Caicos Islands and the rest of the Northern Caribbean to advance mutual economic growth agendas. Also on Friday, the Prime Minister met with CEO of the Jamaica Environment Trust, Diana Macaulay, and board members of Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO. And that's it for Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest news coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister.